Oh my God, this is a big jump through a big hole. Good day, wonderful skiers. I'm Jens, lifelong skier, freestyle coach, ski instructor. Today I'll be reacting to some ski movies. Oh, this is Candide. Oh my God, this is a big jump through a big hole. This guy, Candide, he's been inspiring me so much in my youth with his mad style. He always moves almost in slow motion, even if he's going at 100 kilometers an hour, doing his sick like pole plant into cork 3s and 5s. It's like this guy is never getting worn out or old. He almost only gets better. And I don't understand how. Ski around the world. This was mind-blowing when it came out. It's weird how this is like a huge commercial for Audi cars. Watching him ski this much grass, stone, volcano, kind of makes me think about like where will skiing be in 100 years? You know, we've got some global warming making the conditions worse, so it might force us to do more grass skiing with those crazy grass skis, which is like a belt, like a conveyor belt on snow blades. When I watched it, I thought it was dope when it came out, especially this cork 7. He just does some of the most beautiful cork 7s. Sick. On his backflip there, we could also easily see that he was under-rotating it on purpose. Once he spotted the landing and knew how much he needed to rotate, he pulled in the knees, stomped it perfectly. It's the cheat code of backflip life.
Have we hit a limit of what is possible? Are we going to see anything new in skiing, or has it all been done?
I do not believe we've hit a limit on what's possible. You know, I'm still waiting to see a clean quint cork or 5 corks. That's actually corks, not flips. Because often when they go for more doubles, the head is well below the horizon, or like a horizontal line, making it technically a flip, not a cork anymore. And adding more style would be nice. And something I look forward to deeply is more creativity on the shapers part who make the parks. Because I find parks often not as fun and playful as they could be, because we could get weirder, learn more from skateboarding, inlines, mountain bike, trail builders, dirt jumping park builders, and bring that into the parks and let the shapers actually be more of a part of the future of freestyle skiing. That's gonna be exciting to watch. And I hope it happens more than I've seen so far. All right, next clip. Partly cloudy, what is this? Oh, nice. RealSkifi. I think this is my favorite ski crew almost. What I love so much about this crew is how creative they are. They don't try to look super cool all the time and gangster and whatnot. They make up for it by being super creative, like this wild moves. Why would you want to do that? Like, why? If you look at this rail, a front swap to back two, so K-fed, and then just getting this, God, what a great way to hurt your knees. And it's damn cool. Cool way to hurt your knees, I guess. At least you got hurt trying to do a really creative, freaky maneuver. And like the technical finesse at rail tricks is amazing. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. Balance on a rail while kicking off one ski, kicking off the other, and then landing on your feet. Why not? Sick. Mad respect. Skiing is supposed to be fun. If it's not fun, why do it? Like, how amazing isn't that? Technically, maybe not super difficult, but to come up with it, super difficult. And you know, they say it's way easier to come second to something. To be the first one to do something truly creative is really uncommon. Love you guys. RealSkifi. I'd like to meet you guys and give you a fat high five and say thank you for your contribution to skiing. It's been amazing to see over the years. When the time is right and the night is bright, we will see the things we've come to find. Nice. Shane McConkey. Wow, the passion he has. 6 season-ending injuries in 10 years. Awful. And sing and play with this kid like that, I have kids in his age, and I know that he passed away not that many years after this, doing ski-based jumping, I believe. It's tragic, but he's been an extremely inspiring individual. Like, he's the freeride skier that I look forward to the most to see in my teenage years, because he was so smooth, big lines, and he was ahead of his time, often like putting in long turns, like with a bit of a skid in the middle, just holding on to the edge, just skidding out there on big fat lines. Super sick. And I believe it comes from racing, like his turn technique is just amazing these days, when I have developed my own understanding of what it takes to make a great turn. You know, he gets extremely high edge angles, even in powder. It's like he's carving like a ski racer would around the gates, but he's doing it down this massive Alaskan big mountain faces. Beautiful high rides. I need to do some more skiing like that, because I'm more of a freestyle skier myself, but I always had this pull towards skiing beautiful faces, just like he has been doing his entire career. But it just, you know, you can't do everything. I watched this one so many times. I even started doing tricks on the snow scooter thing. I landed like 360s and tail whip, but I never did a backflip on it. Makes me think of like how ski movies influence ski culture and the other way around. Like when I was growing up, I had a cap like that with the brim on. I saw Kai Zachrisson and Sverre Liljeqvist doing like crocheting their own hats, so I had to learn to crochet. Did dozens of hats, because that's what my coolest ski heroes were doing. They were crocheting. What a weird thing. And I even started listening to the music that were in ski movies. I made CDs with, you know, obviously with piracy back in the day, being from Sweden, the Pirate Bay and all of that. Just watching it. Like, I don't listen to any hip hop at all, unless it's been in a ski movie from the 2000s. I will listen so much to Swallow Members and other epic tunes that Tanner Hall was skiing to. And yeah, it's just pretty cool. Skiing culture, skiing back to it. And then how also like ski culture looked at snowboarding and surf culture, and, you know, stole some of their best ideas. And this segment here, it's pretty cool how he does this rail slide over a bus stop. Like building such a big feature in a, you know, urban environment along a street. There's quite a big gap onto it. JP Auclair, absolute legend of the sport, contributed a lot to the freestyle, but also freeride culture. And it's sad he unfortunately passed away with a fellow Swedish guy that grew up not far away from where I grew up in northern Sweden, Andreas Fransson in Chile. Sad, but he contributed massively to our beautiful sport of freestyle and freeride skiing. Good on him. Hero 4. I remember having that camera. World's longest rail slide by Tom Wallisch, 424 feet. It's a pretty wild rail slide. It's gonna come in so hot. Actually, he would have probably done it easier if he had a bit of a longer in-run. The in-run looks so flat. It's amazing he managed to go all the way to the end, just wiggling there. God damn, it's so sick. But it's been broken by one of my favorite current Swedish skiers, Jesper Tjäder, because of his mad skills, on rails especially. That's such a long one. I wonder how many takes it took him. Maybe 160. Dope. Tom Wallisch too is like an amazing skier. His slopestyle runs were so clean. No one could land as good as he could. All tricks. It looked like he had done a 360 no more, but he was like a dub 12, and he just like, that's so good. King of after bang, so smooth, so good, and seems like a great guy. Good vibes.
Harlaut will go, then there'll be just over a minute and a half remaining, then everybody will get another go.
Fellow Swedish person again from Åre. Oh baby, this one, so dope. Iconic moment in freestyle skiing. Nosebutter, triple cork. Like with style too. He looked steezy. And he was looking steezy because he dressed baggy, kept it nice and tight. Like with tight, I mean, you know, kept his arms and limbs, extremities and poles neatly together. So sick. And the margin for error was so small. He like landed this tucked and yet managed to stomp it anyway. Most people, mortals, they would have slammed on their back in that case. But he must be super strong to do that landing. But if we're gonna be nitpicky, like Nosebutter's hands become more awesome. Here, you know, as he is buttering those 90 degrees roughly, where he's trying to butter, I struggle seeing how much the tails are actually off the ground. Like, he's quite straight on top of the skis at the 90-degree point, and I don't want to spoil it for this like amazing moment in freestyle skiing, but it's more like a bit of a 90-degree slide and not so much butter in it, to be nitpicky, but still. Here he was the first one to have ever done a Nosebutter into a triple cork. So because he was the first one to figure out how to do this, I think it's fair to say that was a Nosebutter triple, because the butter was there at the last moment and he did it. And then since this point, Harlaut has perfected his Nosebutters into corks and is one of the few people who actually do beautiful Nosebutters of jumps where the tails is up in the air while you're doing that 180 degrees roughly of buttering until you leave the jump. Sick stuff. Jesper Tjäder, as we would say. This one feels a little bit like RealSkifi inspired with, you know, circus bar there, backflipping. I think it's in Kleppen, Sweden. I know he has his sketchbook full of rail ideas that are just wild. Everything from loopings to mad gaps and doing it high. And he's just doing his thing. He spent his entire life becoming a fantastic freestyle skier on the slopes of Åre, Sweden. And the level of precision this man has, it is wild. Imagine doing a box slide to a freaking cork to land on the box again on the other side of the battleship. The level of precision is crazy. Because anyone who's ever slid a rail or box, if you don't land perpendicular to it, you're gonna slam on your hip. And if you don't land like perfectly 90 degrees with your skis across it, you're likely to start skidding out so quickly. And the fact that he pulls off this stunts is truly amazing.
Max Palm, Jesper, Tjäder, Henrik, Harlaut, Jon Olsen, what is it about Sweden? Why are there so many good skiers out of Sweden?
I have some theories about this, because first time I came to Laax, it was supposed to be a freestyle hotspot. Came in 2010, and I was surprised how low the level was of freestyle skiing in general. And my hypothesis at the time was that you got a bit of selection bias, I think it's called. Who is into skiing in Sweden? Like, it's cold, windy, conditions are tough, and you have to love it a bit more than others. So the people who get really into it enough to learn some tricks, they are like really into it. And since the park where I grew up was like 100 vertical meters of one jump, 2 rails, you just lap that forever, 3, 4, 5 nights a week, plus on the weekend. And that makes you good. The simplicity, how boring it is if you don't hit the park, you know, to do 100 vertical meters. It's like skiing indoors in the UK in some places. It's so sick. It's like riding a skate park. You just session it, and it's the challenge, hitting the same jump for the 300th time and still having a good time. That's what makes people good. Well, thank you guys for watching them do their thing on skis. Watch this video, consider joining one of our ski technique freestyle or freeride camps where we strive to make you better. It's a pretty great time. And check out maybe stompit.app where we have more in-depth tutorials, step by step from beginner to pretty advanced skiing and freestyle. See you in the next one. Ciao for now.